Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I'm pretty sure that if this piece of news would have come from the Russian side, it would have been called something like this. Dictator Putin turns his country in a, I don't know, jail or camp or concentration camp or something like this. Bars anyone from leaving the country and so on. But it comes from Ukraine, and they will obviously provide the justification for that, or to that. Here it is, Ukrainska Pravda. Ukraine's border guards stop 2,000 government officials from leaving Ukraine. So this is from Friday, 6th of October, 2023. If you remember, and if you don't, I tell you, Zelensky signed a little law over there, a mandate, whatever, that in order for the government officials to leave the country, they have to call Yermak. Yermak is the chief of the, I was about to say White House, the president's office. That would be like a chief of staff. Yermak is a Zelensky-Stein as well, appointed by Zelensky, who was elected by the Ukrainian nation. All right, so Zelensky-Stein with what's his name, Michal Stein, and with Yermak Stein, they are, and Reznikov Stein got out of the trio. They were the four little pigs, now they're three little pigs. I don't know where Reznikov is, but nevertheless. So remember, all these guys determine that Yermak makes decisions of who's going and who's not, who's leaving the country. And he will determine if your reason meets the criteria of a acceptable leave, like you're in school. Excuse me, can I excuse myself, go over there? Let me think about it. Well, anyway, call it however you want. And the next question is, why would these guys want to leave? All right. Ukraine's State Border Guard Service has prevented over 2,000 government officials from leaving Ukraine since a decree banning them from leaving, decree, not a law, it's worse. Banning them from leaving the country without a valid reason was issued in January 2023. Valid reason is determined by someone else who's in charge of you and determines if your reason is valid. He is the one who determines, one person. Now, quote from Demchenko. Since the decree was issued, more than 2,000 officials who held positions monitored by the State Border Guard Service and who attempted to leave without a valid, the keyword is valid, and that's determined by someone else, reason were prevented from crossing the border. As I mentioned before, a valid reason is either a work trip or a traveling as a guardian accompanying their children. So these are the only valid reasons. Determined by whom? By war? Here you have the Ukraine National Security and Defense Council resolved in January 2023 that during martial law, government officials should only be allowed to leave Ukraine for work trips. Well, they combat, how do you call it, corruption, right? That's why when these guys in Ukraine tell us that they killed or they arrested collaborators, Russian collaborators, I think that's a big purge. And it's political purge. I don't like you, I like your house, I will purge you, my friend. He's collaborating right now. Grabbed and go. And then I will go about to get your house. It happened in history, so I'm not talking like, did it happen here? I don't have any hard evidence to support that, but I'm 99% certain that it happened. Why? Because we're human. It happened before. We did it before, we do it now, and we will do it in the future if we are given the opportunity. So nevertheless, remember, you call your mark and ask, excuse me, sir, we decided to go to, we don't want to be in this country anymore, we don't like it. Hello? Honey, I guess that was a no. All right. Why would they want to leave? That's not a question. And if I want to leave, well, it's martial law, Emil. Yeah, it's martial law, but it seems like there are a bunch of people who are in charge of everybody else. Isn't that strange? And it's not their fault, I understand. It's Putin's idiotic attack, unprovoked invasion, total war, total Krieg. and so on. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I want to let you know how things are ran over there. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.